Crypto is going to crash in less than 24 hours, guys. On December 30th, USDT Tether is going to crumble as it is delisted from all European exchanges. This is what everybody is fearing over on crypto Twitter and even on YouTube, guys. A lot of analysts are predicting Bitcoin to go to $87,000 first, then potentially even range back down below $80,000 here in the month of January. So what's happening to these markets? Is this actually going to happen? Is Tether about to take place or have its own Luna situation and collapse? And will this break markets completely? Because guys, if Bitcoin goes down to 80K, your altcoins are going to crash by 95%. So by the end of this video, guys, make sure you hit that like button, stick around, because I'm telling you guys not only my own opinions on what's about to take place, but I'll be sharing with you one very important reason why none of this is going to happen. And for some reason, nobody wants to talk about it. You have people like Jason from the All In podcast even coming out here and FUDing how Tether has no audits. Bitch, you defend the Pentagon nonstop, who has failed audits 6 times in a row since like the year 2000. So here's the reality, guys. Tether is not going anywhere. All right, December 30th, this is what you need to know. USDT does not meet MiCA regulations throughout a lot of different European countries. They are going to be delisted off a good majority, yes, of European centralized exchanges, but it's not entirely true. And why is it entirely true, you might ask yourself? It's because Tether, a company with $100 billion on their treasury, over 10 billion in annual profits. This is a company that just invested into Stabler. Even though Tether does not meet regulations, they invested into a company that's going to allow them to continue to operate that meets MiCA regulations. So nothing is going to change. Could USDT be pulled off and fear-mongered and people panic, sell out of their USDT into USDC, and is there a fear over a depegging? Yes, that is, what retailers are panicking over. But are institutions worried? No, guys. Look at what Tether has accomplished. Tether FUD has existed since the beginning of these markets. There's bears out there that believe that it is going to be this massive black swan event and collapse all markets. And they are simply the boys who cried wolf, or the little boys who cried wolf. It hasn't happened. I don't believe it's going to happen again at all. Reason being, okay, not only the Stabler that they purchased and invested into, they just invested $200 million into BlackRock Nero AI. They invested over $700 million into Rumble. They've invested billions of dollars into Bitcoin and other assets. They have one of the strongest balance sheets, and even though I think they actually have been audited in different ways, they are one of the largest net buyers of U.S. Treasuries. They purchase more U.S. Treasuries than I believe Germany. So this is a company that is buying more Treasuries than some of the largest top 10 global GDPs across the globe. I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. And in fact, I think this FUD is primarily clickbait because in January, look guys, there's been tax loss harvesting all month long. All month long. You had a great PCE report come out in terms of inflation, which jumped up a little bit with our markets. But I believe with the new year, you are going to see an entirely new inflow from BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, and all of these large asset managers as their clients start buying onto crypto a lot more. You see, this is going to be a brand new tax season. January 1st is the beginning of a new tax season. So with all the tax loss harvesting gone, with all of the billionaires, guys, no billionaire is trading the last 2 weeks. They've been with their families since December 15th and are all coming back after the new year. That is what you do when you're rich. You get to take time off. You get to take vacation. You don't want to think hard during the holidays. You want to relax, right? You are less than now 20 days. Well, we're about 23 days from Trump's inauguration. If you want a peak of a market, look at Trump's inauguration. I believe you're going to see some of the most bullish opportunity in the month of January, and maybe markets do crash. Look, we can't predict this. This is all my own opinion, but is it going to crash because of Tether? I do not believe for 1 second or 1 ounce of my blood that these markets are going to crash because Tether is going to depeg and get unlisted off all these Central European countries. Guys, Europe is like one of the weakest nations in the world right now. One of the weakest. They haven't done anything right really ever. They needed Americans in World War II, and since then their economy has been absolutely crumbling and becoming more and more decisive. Their immigration policies suck. The UK is crumbling. Like, MiCA's regulations, you guys are worried about MiCA's regulations? How about the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, who has 12 different administrative appointed officials now that are all dominantly pro-crypto? Paul Atkins is now the head of the SEC. These are all individuals that work on Securitize's board with BlackRock in their tokenization efforts. You guys think we're going to go backtrack now off tokenization? $1.64 quadrillion. Yes, it's a real number. Chainlink loves touting this. Is going to be tokenized. We're at roughly 17 trillion. We're talking not even 10%. We're like 4% of the way there. And that probably doesn't even include global markets. You'd have to quote me on that. We are very early to this game. And if you want to talk about local peaks, I would say buy the rumors, sell the news around Trump's inauguration. There's a potential where what Trump has been promising with all these Bitcoin policies aren't going to come to fruition immediately, and all of your retailers are going to panic as they want that instant gratification. They're going to be looking for instant pumps, instant 250K Bitcoin. They don't understand liquidity. They don't understand flow of markets. They don't understand money flow. They don't understand money market funds. They don't understand private equity. They don't understand anything. And because of that, if it takes months to years to pass a Bitcoin strategic reserve, or, convert our gold on our balance sheet to like 3% Bitcoin, whatever ends up taking place, that could delay and cause a double peak. We might get a double top in this market, right? Similar to 2021, where we ran up to March and then, fell off for like 6 months and set new all-time highs in November. We are early to this market. Bitcoin hit new all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving, which might mean we peak around January 17th, which is the exact date that I broke down in our previous video. So I don't for 1 second believe Tether is the reason why you should be panicking. Right now, I've added to my Ondo bags, added to my Chainlink bags, added to my Pinlink bags, added to my Bitcoin bags. And if you guys are in the Telegram group, you guys will be following along with everything I've been buying. We haven't been trading, right? We got to break over the $100,000 threshold to really get excited for these markets again. There's a significant amount of resistance at that level. So right now, I'm simply spot buying and holding. I believe we are just getting started in these markets. And with everybody calling, the downside of these markets again, with everybody screaming from the rooftop that we're going to crash again, we're going to go to 80K, we're going to go to 85K, we're going to go to 70K, we're going to go. This is what's giving me the vibes that, and yes, guys, unfortunately, it comes down to vibes a lot of the time in these markets. It's psychological, right? That we're going to have one more leg up at least before we get that downside. So if you guys want to make sure you keep up to date with everything we're doing here on Discover Crypto, we've been absolutely crushing in these markets. DZ's been crushing it in all of his videos here, guys, keeping you up to date with the latest on all of your crypto information. I will be back the 2nd of January here with you guys on live streams and live trading sessions once again. And I'll be dropping a video here on the economic calendar on what we need to pay attention to, because with the new year, with the holidays, guys, there's not even been any major economic events. And well, this new month is going to bring a new CPI report, a new PCE report, and if these come out bullish, just expect more upside to Trump's inauguration, guys. See you in the next video.